Neon Genesis Evangelion, the gospel for a new century. God is in his heaven, and all is right with the world. That's what's writ below the nerve logo. The nerve logo has a fig leaf over it, which means that what nerve's doing underground to make the Eva units is against God, and they're hiding their sin like Adam and Eve hid their sin of tasting of the fruit of knowledge of good and evil, and God called on them, and they said, "We'll be right with you, God. First we have to cover ourselves with fig leaves." So the nerve logo is covered with fig leaf, because what they're doing is against God and they're in trouble. So what is nerve doing? They're creating Eva units. Eva units are not robots. They're living creatures. They're giants, and they're made from the seed of Adam and the blood of Lilith. In Bible folklore, which is not part of the Bible, they say that Adam had a first wife named Lilith that he rejected. That's not true. Lilith is a demon from Jewish folklore that would prey upon birthing mothers to try and either kill the mother or the child, or the mother and the child while she was giving birth. So Lilith is a demon. Not Adam's first wife. So the Eva units are made from the blood of Adam, the seed of Adam, and the blood of Lilith. And Lilith is a demon. So seed from the first man and blood from a demon. And that's what makes Eva units. So it's Adam, Lilith, Eva. You see what they're trying to do there? So the Eva units specifically are made to prevent the third impact. What I'm purporting in this video is that the third impact is the preventing of the end of what's called the short season from the book of Revelations in the Christian Bible. The short season is Revelation 20 in the book of Revelations, where it says that Satan must be released from his chains for a short time. So Jesus has his millennial rule over the earth, where he rules the earth for 1,000 years with an iron rod. And then after that 1,000-year rule of Jesus on earth is over, then Satan is released from his chains to deceive the nations for a short season. So in Neon Genesis Evangelion, there was the first impact, the second impact, and they're trying to prevent the third impact. The people of earth aren't called humans or earthlings, they're called Lilins. Why are they called Lilins? Are they the children of Lilith? The tagline for the show, one of them, is God is in his heaven and all is right with the world. That's what's below the nerve logo. What it means is God is in his heaven and everything's great down here. So you stay up there, because if you send one of your angels down here to start the third impact, which would be the end of the short season, we're going to send a nephilim giant Eva unit to kill that angel, because we don't want your third impact, because we're Lilins and all is right with the world, and we're part of the human instrumentality project where the people of the earth are working together to prevent God's return. The show has a horrible ending, but let's go back. What operates these Nephilim giant Eva units that aren't robots or even mech suits? They require the soul of a human child, not an adult, not a baby. They're like teens and tweens. These are the pilots of the Eva units. The thing that powers them is called an AT field. The AT field is the absolute terror field. So the Eva units, which are giants made from the blood of a demon and the seed of Adam, are powered or fueled by like not unlike in a demonic sacrifice where they feed off the energy of terror and fear and also blood. The suits have this LCL fluid, which is made from the blood of Lilith. And at the end of the show, the people turn into LCL fluid because their blood's been changed. Their blood's been altered. They don't turn into blood bags. They turn into LCL fluid. What's that about? Think about it. So, and the people, again, to reiterate, are called Lilins. They're the children of Lilith, and they turn into LCL fluid. They don't change into, like they explode into blood and guts. So, that's all part of the show. Like, that's just in, like, if you watch the show, you're going to see the things. This isn't really my interpretation. This is just stuff that's in the show. God sends another one of his angels. The angels in the show are based on either biblical, Kabbalistic, or Muslim descriptions of angels. And the creator of the show, Hideki Anno, said as much. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing his name right, but it's very specific and pointed what the show is about. And it has, well, is there anything more to say about the kids piloting the things? Well, let's just say it's a form of child sacrifice because the kids are put in the Eva units to pilot them and power them, and nobody else can do it. And if you go throughout history, the history of mankind is a history of child human blood sacrifice, where, you know, people offer up their children in exchange for information and good things from demons. And what do the demons want for the help that they offer the people? They want blood, and nothing has a premium more than children's blood. So it's an anime, so you're not going to have like toddlers, you know, intently watching Neon Genesis Evangelion. So the pilots are teenagers or tweens, they're children. And it's child human sacrifice because we know that Rey is a clone, and she's been cloned over and over again and offered as a sacrifice, you know, repeatedly to be a pilot. Like, she just basically exists to be made again, right? Like, she's a synthetically made human, I guess you would want to say. She doesn't really have a mom or a dad. She's a clone. And she just exists to pilot these Eva units. And every time she dies, they make another one. So the show's finale is pretty disgusting. A wave of blood covers the earth. Then you hear everyone on earth screaming all at once, and it sounds like the most evil roller coaster ride in the world. And a wave of blood covers the earth, and then Christian crucifixes pop up all over the globe as Lilith is turning in, as Rey turns into Lilith, and she starts consuming the souls of the people of the earth. And it's blasphemy against God, where she has wounds in her hands, even though Rey was not crucified or anything. And the souls of the people of earth are flying into the wounds on her hands. And that's the finale of the show. The show ends with the end of the world, but it's not about Jesus or God's triumphant return. It's about Lilith consuming, a demon named Lilith. Consuming the souls of the earth, because the people of earth have rejected God, and they work together with the UN. The UN is in Neon Genesis Evangelion, this anime that was 25 episodes and aired in 1995, and they thought it was over. But no, they keep remaking it. The series began and ended with the last episode. Then they made a movie about the world ending again. And then they keep doing Evangelion 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and they do these other iterations of it, and maybe there's some movies I'm not aware of. People keep talking about it. And when I did my first Evangelion Satan short season video, where I edited a lot of clips from the show into it, because, you know, everybody uses clips from Evangelion in their Evangelion videos. You can just go look now. Don't believe me? Go look at how many clips, and like they'll put the whole songs, and people put that stuff up on their channel, and there's no problem. They put up high definition, high resolution clips, and there's so many Neon Genesis Evangelion explained, and that's how the kids talk. And they can just use whatever clips they want, and you know, those videos will get a lot of views, and they're very thoughtfully made and well edited. And my video on Neon Genesis Evangelion, my initial first video that I made in 2024, got blocked worldwide. So I kept changing it, and it kept getting blocked and censored. And then when I finally did have a version of it that YouTube allowed, they would take views away by the hundreds. Like I remember uploading a video, and I wanted to check my view counts on the videos on my channel, and I watched, as I refreshed the page, 100 views all at once being taken away from my Neon Genesis Evangelion is about Satan short season video, once I had finally edited enough that YouTube allowed me to use the same clips that anybody can use without really having to think about it or getting into any trouble. So in 2024 I kept making different versions of the same video, because YouTube would like, and when I say YouTube, I don't know who. I don't know if it's bots. I don't know if it's a living physical person, a YouTube nanny, or what the glitch was. But everybody else can do whatever they want and make Neon Genesis Evangelion videos. But directly, I could not. They would not let me. Every time I had a good video, blocked worldwide. So I kept chopping it up to the point where I'm like, okay, I can put this video up. And then it would always get shut down. Because you know how it works. People are watching videos, like, you know, the views will go up. But they would just get cut. I'm like, oh, here's another, you know, like, oh, it's been like 2 days or something, and the Evangelion video just stops cold. And then I'd go back. I was writing down like how many views the video had, and they would take views away. So it's been very frustrating me in this Neon Genesis Evangelion stuff. Then there's the Sele Corporation, which has the 7 eyes and the 7 seals on it. The show is about that there's like a group of, like, how many people rule the world in the show? It's like a group, there's like this council of like 8 men at a table. And it has all that other symbolism and stuff in it too, which further gives support of like Satan short season stuff. But I feel like this is a concise enough video. And yeah, I mean, that was my video. It's been very frustrating to me because I watched so many clips. I watched so many Neon Genesis Evangelion videos explained, and none of them, not a single one, has ever talked about that Evangelion is about Satan short season. I haven't seen one TikTok about it. I made TikToks about it and they had like 0 views. I don't know who, what, or why I've been so hideously censored making a connection between Neon Genesis Evangelion and Satan short season, but it's been a real pain in the butt since last year of 2024. And you know, every now and then I make another video like this where I talk about it, and that's my theory on it. So maybe somebody will do a video on it that gets the views, but it pisses me off because I'm the one that had it first. And they even changed the definition of, they even changed the Wikipedia page after my video came out, because in my original video I referenced what the Wikipedia page said that the creator of the show said it was about. And after my video came out and got seen and the views taken away and then censored and then blocked worldwide, that I couldn't use any clips from the show, such a pain in the butt, then I was like, okay, well, I'll do it again. I need to go back to the Wikipedia page. It had changed, and it had changed in such a way that I was like, did Hideki Anno or somebody see my video and change what he says the show is about? Because they changed it. And it's been, talking about this has been a frustration for me since last year, because I'm recording this at the end of 2025 in October. I don't know when you'll see it, but that's when I'm recording it. And I already have one video on my channel that is partially blocked. It's blocked in some countries, but it does use clips from the show where it shows Lilith destroying the earth and claiming all the human souls, and then instead of them going to God, they go into Lilith, and she's a demon, and that's the bad ending. So there's no way that the creator of the show doesn't know about what I'm talking about. He obviously does. I mean, it's part of the Book of Revelations. He did say that you know, he got inspiration from Book of Revelation. The Lance of Longinus is in the show. Did I say that already? So it uses other biblical things. The intro to this show has the Kabbalistic tree of life. And some other imagery that I can't remember anymore. You think I'd remember after editing it so many times. But you know, these young people will see the show and then they'll do a video and it's actually about the dynamics between men and I'm like, no, okay, all that stuff's in there, but I'm telling you the skeleton of the show is about the third impact being, they don't want God to come back. That's what the show's about. There's no way around it. The third impact is preventing the end of Satan's short season, and the people of earth have been changed. It's about the Battle of Gog Magog, all right? But it's anime, and the Battle of Gog Magog in the Book of Revelation ends with God winning, and there's no more tears. But in Neon Genesis Evangelion, the Battle of Gog Magog ends with Lilith claiming all the human souls. And Lilith is a demon, and that's not God. And the Eva Units are giants, and people are talking about giants all the time, and Nephilim this and Nephilim that. And there was the whole Titan show. So that's what it was about. And I just want to talk about it again. I keep trying to redo this video to make it as concise as possible. So I did. I feel like I gave you a condensed short version of it, what the show's about, and then afterwards, which is this part that you're watching now, I complained to you about all the trouble I went through trying to just talk about this stupid anime from 1995 and how it's about the third impact is about preventing the end of Satan's short season from Revelation 20 in Book of the Bible. And I don't know why I got censored so bad, or who or what on YouTube censored me so bad, but it's been a real pain in the buns. So that is all. That is my Neon Genesis Evangelion review, and it's mine. All right, I came up with that. So one of the few times where I get touchy about, like, hey, that was my idea. So if you've seen somebody else's video, I did it first because nobody had that theory. So yeah, I just have to know how to end the video. So it's over. So thank you for watching this.